I'm scared that people are still not gonna vote, whether it's because of COVID-19, whether it's because they've been discouraged by things they hear in the news.
There are over 2.4 million registered voters in Harris County, making it the third largest collection of voters in the country. Now there's a new election clerk in town, and he's fighting to make it easier to cast a ballot.
Chris, being a man of color, going to HBCU, right? Everyone in his immediate circle, as you can see here, are engaged, they're concerned, right? They're educated, they're informed. So he's now in a position to target those people and let them know that someone here now cares about the fact that you haven't been able to get to the polls because of your job, because of your age, right? Because of voter suppression, right? He's in a position to implement change.
34-year-old Chris Hollins was appointed in June to oversee a county expecting record voter turnout, when the previous clerk resigned, suddenly citing health concerns. He's hoping to get even more people out to vote with the help of Houston rapper Bun B.
Vote early, stay safe, and keep it trill.
Election headquarters have temporarily moved to Energy Arena. Hollins is focused on launching new options to vote in person, which will include the NFL stadium next door.
Our Houston Texans play right here in NRG Stadium. And so on normal non-COVID Sundays, you would see,
This is where the party's at.
yeah, a lot of folks out here having a good time. We're making the best out of the situation, and we're gonna use this massive parking lot to accommodate drive-through voting for the people of Houston and Harris County.
We'll kind of take the Sonic model. We'll have a greeter who will give you hand sanitizer and a mask, if you'd like one. And then afterwards, you pull in to the open spots, and then we give you the voting machine. You vote. When you're done, you pull forward, and then you pull out.
I'm only 100 days into being in this office, but things like drive-through voting, the first time this has ever happened in Texas. 24-hour voting, the first time this has ever happened in Texas. More voting centers than have ever been in place in any jurisdiction in the state of Texas. I could go on and on about things that we're doing differently and better.
Recent elections here have not gone smoothly. In March, some voters waited over 6 hours to cast their ballots.
Now we have an app, a wait time tool, where not only can you see, the few closest locations to you, but you can see how long the line is at each one, so you can make your decision about where you're gonna go cast your votes.
But Hollins' plans are particularly ambitious given the state's strict voter ID and absentee rules. In Texas, if you're under 65, not disabled, and not out of the county or in jail, you can only vote in person.
Is it safe for Harris County residents to vote in person on November 3rd?
We're making it as safe as we possibly can. From PPE to plexiglass, to sanitizing, to social distancing. We're following every single guideline and protocol that we possibly can to make voting as safe as possible. But in the time of COVID-19, we can't guarantee that ever.
In late August, Hollins tried to send out over 2 million mailers about absentee ballots with applications. But the Attorney General sued to stop the mailers from ever going out.
The argument by the Attorney General is that by giving voters information about their rights, they will be confused. And the alternative argument is if you give them no information at all, they won't be confused. It's idiotic to say that giving voters information about their rights will push them to take fraudulent acts.
Last week, the local district court sided with Hollins.
This is amazing. All right,
That's why I didn't even work on a losing statement.
Yes.
Oh man. No, this is good. I'm smiling behind this mask.
When will you guys be able to start sending out those applications?
So the agreement that we previously made was that we would wait until 5 days after this ruling. And so that doesn't mean that we can't start printing them and be ready to go in 5 days. But by the time 5 days comes, like I said, we could be in the Supreme Court on some sort of appeal.
Sure enough, the state filed an appeal that same day, and the Texas Supreme Court ordered Hollins to hold off while the courts made a decision. All this just 5 weeks before the county would have to send out absentee ballots.
They're not going to give up, with their fight to try and disenfranchise voters. They're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and try to wear us out. So we just got to kind of keep going, keep persevering, and, keep doing the right thing.